Today I decided to cook some stuffed salmon, fried cabbage, and I took some tomatoes, cut them up, added a little bit of onions, mixed garlic, salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and okra, and cooked that. For the stuffed salmon, I used cream cheese, sour cream, provolone, and mozzarella cheese. I added some baby spinach that I cut up, and I put some ranch dry seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and I think that's it for that. For the salmon, I had like lemon pepper, Lawry's seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, some Creole seasoning, just a bunch of little stuff mixed together. Yeah, for the cabbage, I don't fry bacon or anything like that, and then cook the cabbage. I cut my cabbage up, I wash it, and then I cook it. And I add vinegar in it actually. I add a lot of vinegar in it, salt, pepper, a little bit of Lawry's seasoned salt, onion powder, some garlic powder, and probably about 4 teaspoons of minced garlic. And I just keep cooking it, taste a little bit, make sure it has the taste that I want, and I just keep going back and forth and adding whatever needs to be added. But I was thinking today that I had a conversation with one of my friends. His daughter likes this guy. She's a teenager, and she just really likes the guy. And the dad doesn't think that the guy likes her as much. And she wants a boyfriend, and the guy's nice to her, but the father really isn't too much caring for the guy, because he's like, I've been around this kid, and the kid, he's trying to talk to you, but he's not even speaking to me as your father. He knows I'm your father. I've been around this kid for years. And he's like telling his daughter, I just find that he's not respectful. And I know she is not understanding what he is saying, because her mind is on, I like this guy. We cool, he's nice. He bought me some fries, and the dad said, go give him his money back for the fries. And she's like, what? It's fries. The dad said, no, give him his money back. So she went to try to get her money back, and he's like, no, you want money back? I bought you something. And the dad was like, no, give the money back, and he gonna take it. Because if he don't take it from you, he's gonna take it from me. So the boy finally took the money back, but the daughter's still not understanding that the father is trying to raise her to have some respect for herself, and to get guys that respect her parents as well. Now he understands guys because he's a guy, and I get it, because I remember me as a kid. I wanted a boyfriend. My friends were able to have a boyfriend, and I remember going to my dad asking, like, can I have a boyfriend? He's like, what you want a boyfriend for? And I was like 14, and he's like, you're too young. And I can't see that I'm too young, because all I want is what I want. And I was telling my friend that, I said, I understand where you're coming from, and I know that you are pouring into her life lessons. You're trying to teach her about guys. You're trying to teach her about herself. You're trying to tell her, know yourself first. Love yourself first. Respect yourself first. And I said, she is not listening. Not right now, because she can't hear you. She doesn't understand you, because all she wants is to be with this guy. That's all she wants. But I'm glad she's coming to you and she's asking. And I'm glad that you're able to talk and express certain things to her, even though she doesn't understand. I said she will understand later, but she's going to have to get her feelings hurt She ain't really paying attention to you. She's talking to you. She's just waiting for a yes. Now, he did say, now, if y'all want to go to the movies, something like that, I have no problem with him asking and me going to the movies with you, because I understand where his mind is at, and I understand you're not ready. You're not ready for his mind. You thinking it's all da 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 da. You in this la la land, and he's already somewhere else. He says, I know this. And I told him, I said, yeah, I get it. But when my dad was trying to tell me the same thing, I wasn't trying to hear that either. No, we couldn't hear wisdom at that time because we couldn't comprehend it. And we didn't want to comprehend it because we knew what we thought we knew. Because we know so much when we're kids. We can't fathom that, our parents have already been through most of the stuff that we've been through already. We can't fathom that. We don't have that wisdom. We have the wisdom, we just don't use it. And we refuse to hear it. So, it's sad to see that this is going to be her fate. It was my fate as well. You talk to a guy, he don't want you, he ain't seeing you that way. And you don't understand. You're being who you are, and it don't matter that you're being who you are, because they are expecting you to be who you are, naive and not knowing much of anything, because their mind is somewhere else. Their mind is, I don't want to say above, but it's just in a space that you're not ready for. You're not ready for where their mind is already at. Disney is good. Those cartoons are good to look at. They keep girls in fairyland. But these guys, their hormones are kicking. Their hormones are saying, hey, this girl really like me? Oh, I like you too. But I like you in a different way that you like me. Girls are looking at guys like, he wants to be with me. He wants to be with me. He likes me. He likes me. He wants to be with me. And the guy's like, yeah, I want to be with you. For a moment, I like you like that, but I don't like you like that. Not like you like me. Not like you like me. I remember watching Oprah one time, and they had these two kids on here, right? And they wanted to be together for the first time. Both of them were virgins, a girl and a boy. Well, I'm not sure if he was, but they was like, we want to be together. And and the boy had something totally different in his mind. Yeah, he told me, I want to be with you. And I think it was Oprah said, well, how long do you expect to be together? And she said, forever. And the boy said, well, for about 6 months. And she was shocked because her mind was somewhere totally different from his. They weren't on the same page. She thought they were. And I think he knew that she thought that way, but she didn't know that he thought that way. And then Oprah asked her, do you still want to go through it? She was like, well, no, now I didn't know that he just wanted to be with me for 6 months. I had no idea. And it makes a difference. I congratulate these kids that go and talk to their parents about these things, because you need that wisdom, you need that guidance, and you need that openness when kids are trying to come to y'all and say, hey, this is what I want to do, this is what I like, instead of getting shut down. But I had to go through some heartbreak, but it had to happen. It had to happen for me because I knew too much. I knew too much for my own good and didn't know a doggone thing. Now, if my friend was me, I would advise my friend so well because it's on the outside looking in. I was great at advising at times. Great. But it's hard for us to take ourselves outside of ourselves in our own situations and advise ourselves the way we would a good friend or a family member or somebody else that we love. Yeah. This girl, my friend's daughter, she's going to have to get hurt. And hopefully she learns the lesson. And hopefully she doesn't repeat. And see, that's another thing that a lot of us do. We do the same thing over and over and over again. It's a different person, but it's the same situation. And that's because we don't know ourselves, we don't love ourselves, we're not taking the time to get the lesson. We just keep doing the same thing over and over again. We keep being insane. Yeah. When I see people, even older women, going through these hurts and pains, and sometimes I'm like, what do you say? What do you say, especially if you know they know better? You know better. And I know that when you are looking at somebody else doing the exact same thing that you're doing, you advise them to do the opposite of what you're actually doing. But this is life. This is life. And I wonder, what are the things that guys are telling their sons? Some guys are telling their sons not to fall in love so fast. Don't love so quickly at a young age. Whereas girls feel like they want to be in love. But guess what? We don't really know what love is. Not yet. Not yet.